We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Only quick, right?
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. He'll push forward for about a yard. Kool-Aid McKinstry up to make the tackle. A second down throw for Stroud. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
Third down and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to lead to a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On fourth down, Stroud. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 29 yards. A big pickup on fourth down. Williams in motion. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on second and 4. From the gun, here's Stroud. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. This is caught at the 2. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit. On second down, Stroud. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. The Niners have the early advantage. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Second and 11. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. 14 on the pickup. First down for Houston.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
19 tight.
First and 10. Purdy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Ready up.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Set.
Again, it's Purdy. And downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. Throwing again is Purdy. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down. Back to the air again is Purdy. To the left side, caught by Schultz.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Texans come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
All right. Hey, one more. Where's the hot?
Throwing is Stroud. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. The try again. It's 2nd and 10. Stroud going to set up to throw. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, leads to a sack.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Williams in motion. And a nice defensive play. They're good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage. They'll run. Here's Garenda. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Stroud. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Look the hot, look the hot. White Tony. 11.
On play action. Stroud. This throw left side caught by Kittle. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes. They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Stroud. He puts it up, and it's caught. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Purdy now. He'll throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Texans 7.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at about the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Play fake. Now it's no chance at all. He'll go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
And that is incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
That's caught! And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Again in the air for Purdy. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. That is catch number 60 for the season.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Here we go, sack, go.
Throwing is Purdy. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. Shaheed in motion. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. Good blocking, and he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Let's go now.
They'll go play action. Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down here. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator...
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Williams in motion. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
On the quick, right? Why, Tony?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he's going to have a 49ers first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. The mark says first down. Back to throw. Stroud. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Now on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
All right.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Here we go. This is fourth down. Here's Stroud. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs. Here's first and 10. A run with Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. From the gun, it's Purdy. The second down throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And it's going to be third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
That's caught by Gibbs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now return coming from the 7th. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. To throw is Stroud. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Looking downfield, he's got Schultz, the tight end. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
One last shot now for Purdy. And this is going to be a touchdown! What a finish! They win it on the final play. So it's a win here for the Texans. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.